Dear Chartered Accountants, working professionals, and students in the domains of Indian auditing, accounting, and the tax and regulatory space, welcome to podcast of Fca Deepak Rao, a practicing Chartered Accountant.
Daily news and updates for 17th October 2023. Delta Corp, the prominent casino chain operator, has been hit with fresh notices alleging a GST payment shortfall amounting to Rs 6,384 crore as disclosed in a regulatory filing on October 14th. This development follows closely on the heels of the company receiving notices for a whopping 16,822 crore tax shortfall less than 3 weeks ago. The most recent notices were directed at Deltatech Gaming Ltd, a subsidiary of Delta Corp, and were issued by the Directorate General of GST Intelligence in Kolkata on October 13th. These notices encompass two significant components. The first notice demands Rs 6,236.8 crore in taxes for the period spanning January 2018 to November 2022. The second notice seeks 147.5 crore for the period from July 2017 to October 2022, bringing the cumulative amount to Rs 6,384.3 crore. Delta Corp, however, asserts in its exchange filing that the demanded amounts in the notices are based on the gross bet value of all games played during the relevant periods. The company notes that the demand of GST on the gross bet value rather than the gross rake amount has been a long-standing industry concern, with representations already made to the government at an industry level regarding this issue. In terms of the recent amendments to GST Act and the Rules and Notification number 34/2023 dated 31st July 2023, persons supplying goods through e-commerce operators shall be exempt from mandatory registration under the CGST Act even if they supply goods through e-commerce operators subject to certain conditions. Now, the GSTN has developed the necessary functionality for enrollment of unregistered persons for supply of goods through e-commerce operators by unregistered suppliers, and the same is available on the portal. Accordingly, unregistered persons who are desirous of enrolling on the GST portal for making supplies of goods through e-commerce operators in any one state can enroll on the portal. The Richie Rich, whose names pop up in Swiss bank accounts and tax haven outfits, are relieved to discover that they would not be huddled together with muggers, shoplifters, and pickpocketers in crowded magistrate courts once the tax office begins prosecution proceedings against them. The Kolkata High Court has ruled that individuals facing prosecution by the Income Tax Department under the black money law will not be required to personally appear in the court. Instead, they will need to give an undertaking not to leave the country without permission from the trial court. This ruling is expected to have a positive impact on ongoing prosecution cases related to tedious defaults under the Income Tax Act. Growing debts, high interest rates, climate change costs, and political instability are fueling concerns of a financial market crisis in major developed economies. The Institute of the International Finance reports that over 80% of the $10 trillion increase in global debt in the first half of the year came from developed economies. The future of China's Belt and Road Initiative, or BRI, looks uncertain as momentum for the project has tapered off in recent years. China's overall activity in BRI countries is down about 40% from its 2018 peak, and the project faces accusations of being an irresponsible lender. The COVID-19 pandemic has further slowed down the initiative as global slowdown and debt crisis have affected countries' ability to repay loans. Google is planning to work on strengthening financial inclusion in India by leveraging UPI. CEO Sundar Pichai told Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Monday. The Google CEO virtually interacted with PM Modi on Monday, the Prime Minister's office said. During the interaction, Modi and Pichai discussed Google's plans to participate in expanding the electronics manufacturing ecosystem in India. The Prime Minister appreciated Google's partnership with HP to manufacture Chromebooks in India. Last month, HP announced a partnership with Google to manufacture Chromebooks, affordable PCs running Google's Chromebook OS in India. Chromebooks come with built-in accessibility and security features. During the call with Pichai today, Modi acknowledged Google's 100 languages initiative and encouraged efforts to make AI tools available in Indian languages. He also encouraged the tech giant to work on AI tools for good governance.
This podcast is sponsored by Sound of CA. We share because we care. Vande Mataram, Jai Hind.